Pokemon basically stands at the top of a hill that most games can't even reach. It's by far one of my favorite video game series, as it is for plenty of other people. And with so many reasons for people to enjoy the games, I think that one of the biggest ones is the Pokemon themselves. So here's my personal top 10. A quick mention here, I actually limited myself to listing off one Pokemon per evolution chain, because if I didn't, you'd have like 3 Pokemon in the same chain, basically like one after another. So I'm going to start this off with some honorable mentions. With over 700 Pokemon by this point, there are some that, even though I like them, I couldn't quite fit them into this video. So the ones that are on screen right now, I'm pretty much just saying, they came close. You know, good try, good effort, valid, you know. Number 10 has to be Goomy. Goomy is one I don't even think I need to explain. I mean, just look at it. It's a tiny little slug that's somehow supposed to be a dragon? Yeah, I really don't get it, but that actually makes me like it even more. It's just so cute. I mean, I just imagine just chilling on a rainy day, and this little thing slowly just slides up next to you like, what's up? You love me now. The first time I found this guy in the game, I just melted, and I knew I had to have him on my team, so that's why Goomy is my number 10. Number 9 is Clauncher. Clauncher is a super cool looking Scrimp Pokemon. On top of looking as cool as he does, he's actually based on an even cooler real animal, the Pistol Shrimp or Alphide Shrimp. This shrimp actually, in a very loose explanation, can snap their claws in a way that creates bubbles that shoot up to 16 miles per hour. And again, very loosely explaining here, when these bubbles pop, it creates an extremely high temperature reaching over 4,500 degrees Celsius. That's crazy! Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. And that's a big reason about why I love this little blue shrimp. Number 8 is Ampharos. I like electric types. I like electric types a lot. There's something appealing about just the raw force and electric power that seems just cool. And Ampharos is pretty much the epitome of that. I mean, after years of looking at this guy, he just really grew on me. It's an electric sheep thing that has flippers, and I don't know, it's silly, but also fun at the same time. Also, I really fell in love with this thing because of a specific version of it in a card game. There was one that had an ability to where when it was out, your opponent had to put 3 damage counters on their Pokemon for each energy they put on them. And if you combine that with this other card, Frozen City, which has a very similar effect, basically every time they would put energy on their Pokemon, it would make them put 50 damage on there. And that was so much fun to have. Because the Pokemon card game it's really hard to create a deck that's fun and just not wail on them till they faint, haha. So this was definitely something special to me. Number 7 is Shuckle, and Shuckle's pretty much just the perfect mix of like cute and just like, bruh. I mean, look at him. He's a tentacled turtle thing, and holy crap do I love this guy. His typing is awesome too. He's a rock and a bug. I mean, that's just wicked. Also, keep in mind that Shuckle can do the most damage out of any Pokemon, if I recall. I've even heard of some cases to where he can do an astonishing amount of damage of 721 million damage. That's just crazy. I know that's under super specific circumstances, but I mean, that's just awesome. Looking at him, though, he kind of makes me want to eat some fast food for some reason. Number 6 is Boldore. Okay, I'm normally not a fan of rock Pokemon, but this guy, Boldore, he's won me over. Even his name is cool. He's a boulder. It's just straight up boulder. I mean, I love his design. I don't know, there's just something really lovable about his blue body, red features, and yellow eye? I really don't know what that is, but that's part about what I like about him. Number 5 is Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff was probably one of my favorite Pokemon, reaching back to like 1999, partly because of the anime. And partly because he's just an adorable pink puffball. I mean, just look at that sprite and tell me that you don't like this thing. You can't do it. After that, I really think I just kept loving it because of Smash Bros. I mean, there was even a time frame to where I mained Jigs just because of how much fun you could have using him. Number 4 is Octillery. Now, with Octillery, there's a story here. He was actually one of my least favorites back in Gen 2, way back in the day, but recently I played through Diamond alongside with one of my friends, and this little tank here, he was the best part of that playthrough. I really like his design now, too. He looks so chill. It's like a tank during peacetime. Almost majestic. Looks like he'd be a cool guy just to chill with. I mean, I know he can't talk, but still. Sphere is, well, a sphere, and if you haven't noticed yet, I super like how cute sphere Pokemon are, as well as basic Pokemon. On top of that, I really like how cute seals are, and just in general. Whenever I see a Sphere, I pretty much just imagine it doing that, and it's just amazing. Number 2 is Jolteon. Jolteon is a dog lightning bolt thing. I don't really know what Jolteon is, but I do know that it almost took first in this list, actually. I really think Jolteon has an incredible design. It just looks like you'd be able to go on a journey with Jolteon, and it would just follow you the whole way through, being the best possible companion. I know that all of the evolutions are really rad, and I dig Glaceon quite a bit, but I don't think any of them are quite nearly as cool as Jolteon. I mean, just Jolteon is awesome! On top of that, it's really fun to use in battle, too. Jolteon is super fast and a decently powerful special attacker. I've used Jolteon on so many playthroughs, spanning back all the way back to some of my first playthroughs of Blue and Red. And to this day, Jolteon holds a very special place on my team. Number 1 requires a bit of setup here. I grew up in a household with 3 other siblings, myself being the youngest. So basically this meant, while we had several video game systems, I had the lowest priority when it came to time to play them. Especially when I was super young. By this point I'd played Blue and OK Mount for being 4, but rarely did I keep a save since the game wasn't really mine. So on my 5th birthday, I can't explain to you how amazingly excited I was when I opened my gifts and found a Game Boy Color with Pokemon Gold. Finally, I had my own game system and my own game. That euphoric noise of popping in a cartridge into my atomic purple Game Boy still holds so much value to me. That's when my Johto journey started. Quickly starting the game, I talked to Professor Elm, and he let me have my number 1 Pokemon, Chikorita. I have way more memories of my time with that Chikorita than I think I really should, spanning from performing the cloning glitch to finally getting my Meganium up to level 100. These memories are super precious to me, and that's pretty much why I love this Pokemon so much. Well, I mean, even ignoring the memories, just look at this little seed, bean, grass thing. It's like a cute little dog with a cute leaf on top. I don't really know. It's just, I know, I love it. On top of that, it evolves into some really cool looking Pokemon. Look at Bayleaf and Meganium. These are like the definition of best. Well, there you have it. There is my top 10 Pokemon. Thanks for watching. I really felt like doing this as a basic test video, seeing how I do it, so I can have some basis for future projects I have planned. So maybe expect more of this kind of video in the future. I don't really know. I just kind of want to break out of my gameplay mold, as it were. And since I still have your attention, I might as well recommend to you that you go check out my friend's Tumblr. He's been working on Fakemon for quite some time now, and he's actually got quite a Pokedex built up right now. So if you're interested, go ahead and check that out. It'd be real cool. See ya!